Good evening, everyone. On behalf of Community Unit School District 300 Board of Education, we would like to thank you for being in attendance both virtually and in person for tonight's board meeting. At this time, we would like to reconvene the meeting of Community Unit School District 300's Board of Education for Tuesday, October 28th, 2025. Madam Secretary, please take the roll.
Burkett,
Present?
Fiorentino,
Present.
Lamarca,
Present.
Lanemark,
Present.
McKinney present, Melia,
Present.
Zettler.
Present.
You have 7 members present.
Great, thank you. Moving on to the Pledge of Allegiance with Dundee Highlands Elementary School. Dr. Smith?
I'd like to invite Principal Doug Corey from Dundee Highlands Elementary School and his students to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Parents, if you would like to come forward to take pictures.
Good evening, District 300 Board of Education, Dr. Smith, and D300 community members. My name is Doug Corey, and I'm the proud principal of Dundee Highlands Elementary School. Dundee Highlands is thrilled to present the 5 students you see before you this evening. This year, Dundee Highlands has decided to play ball, where students strive to be an MVP student or a home run hitter. Students can earn a home run hitter ticket for showing the 3 B's at Dundee Highlands: be responsible, be respectful, and be ready. Each student you see before you has earned that ticket this year multiple times, and they were selected to be here this evening, while also getting a pretty cool prize. These students are Mikey Kaith, Connor McCullough, Dean Magdalene, Charlie Hawkins, and Yolani Jimenez. Woo! At this time, I ask all audience members to stand, and I ask all students to turn and face the flag to lead us in tonight's pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Thank you, Dundee Highlands. Parents, you do not have to stay for our meeting. If you'd like to go, please go right on out. Okay, up next is the approval of the agenda. There have been no changes to the agenda. Is there a motion to approve the agenda?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Madam Secretary, please take the roll.
Fiorentino,
Aye.
Melia,
Aye.
Zettler,
Aye.
McKinney, aye. Lamarca,
Aye.
Lanemark,
Aye.
Burkett.
Aye.
You have 7 members agreeing to that.
Thank you. Up next is item 6, recognition. Dr. Smith?
Tonight, for our staff recognition, we will be recognizing all of our principals for Principal Appreciation Day. At this time, I'd like to invite Deputy Superintendent Mark Wetzel and Chief of Communications, Mr. Anthony McGinn, to the podium to lead tonight's recognition.
Thank you, Dr. Smith. Good evening, Board of Education, Superintendent Smith, and members of the District 300 community. Tonight, we are honored to recognize our principals for their dedication and leadership. Joining me are several members of our district leadership team, including our Chief of Communications and our Assistant Superintendents, who play a vital role in supporting our schools. They're here to assist with tonight's recognition. We are deeply grateful for the commitment our principals demonstrate in leading their schools, and we couldn't be more thankful for the positive impact they have on the lives of our students and staff. Thank you for joining us in this celebration. At this time, I'd like to ask our preschool and elementary principals to come to the front to be recognized. As I read each name, please know that we have a little token of our appreciation for you guys. Megan Dacey, principal at the DeLacy Family Education Center. Mary Lynn Jankovic, principal at Algonquin Lakes Elementary School. Dr. Megan Buchanan, principal at Eastview Elementary School. Tom Ruzanak, principal at Gilbert's Elementary School. Nicole Bryan, principal at Newbert Elementary School. Pam Hill, principal at Gulfview Elementary School. Angela Hammond, principal at Lake in the Hills Elementary School. Marlene Munoz, principal at Lakewood Elementary School. Jackie Verkota, principal at Meadowdale Elementary School. Katie Kiefer, principal at Perry Elementary School. Brittany Porsche, principal at Big Timber Elementary School. Doug Corey, principal at Dundee Highlands Elementary School. Dr. Becky Jers, principal at Gary D. Wright Elementary School. Jen Nolan, principal at Hampshire Elementary School. Stephanie Watson, principal at Liberty Elementary School. Carrie Littlehale, principal at Sleepy Hollow Elementary School. I'm just pausing for, yeah, you're welcome. And Jen Breeze, principal at Westfield Community School. Please join us in a round of applause for our preschool and elementary principals. You can use mine or yours.
I have both options available. If you want to get a head start, look at that. No, none at all. At this time, I'd like to ask our secondary principals and Oak Ridge principal to please come to the front to be recognized. And we are proud to recognize Jason Lentz, principal at Algonquin Middle School. Nick Herrera, principal at Carpentersville Middle School. And Nick Poole, principal at Hampshire Middle School. We're also proud to recognize Dr. Asia Gurney, Principal, Dundee Crown High School. Dr. Patrick Hardy, Principal at Hampshire High School. Dr. Chris Testoni, Principal at Jacobs High School. And Stacy Wilkinson, Principal at Oak Ridge School. Please join us in a round of applause for our secondary principals.
I mean, well, I hope none of us wanted to say an additional word before y'all ran out the door. I love it. I know how it went out there today. Yes. On October 22nd, we also celebrated Illinois School Bus Driver Appreciation Day. Our school bus drivers navigate busy roads and manage diverse groups of students every week with patience and resilience. Beyond their driving duties, they also set a positive tone for the day. On behalf of District 300, please join me in thanking our dedicated school bus drivers.
All right, rules of decorum. Dear D300 community members, all Community Unit School District 300 board meetings follow rules of decorum that provide civil, productive discussions by requiring all in attendance to remain in their seats, be respectful, listen attentively, stay focused on the agenda, and avoid personal attack or interruptions. These rules ensure a fair and orderly environment for decision-making and public participation. Board members will respect others by treating all members, staff, and the public with courtesy and listen to their points of view with an open mind. Stay on topic by focusing discussions on issues at hand and avoid personalizing debates or making disparaging remarks about others. Follow procedures for speaking and debating during the meeting. The board will listen and be respectful and will consider public comments, but not dialogue or engage with speakers in this forum. The public will sign up to speak in advance if they wish to comment according to the established process. Respect time limits by making their comments within the allotted time. Stay on topic to ensure their comments are relative to the board's business. And speak respectfully when addressing their opinions and do so in a professional manner. Persons displaying disruptive behavior will be asked to stop their disruptive behavior. Additionally, our district safety officer or his agent may warn them that continued disruptive behavior will result in additional consequences. If their disruptive behavior continues, the individual or individuals will be removed from the meeting. We look forward to a productive meeting. Thank you for your cooperation. Please note that the Open Meetings Act provides any person the opportunity to address the board under the adopted public participation policy. That being said, the board would like to advise the public that we will not consider statements read during public participation that are not authored by the reader to be credible unless the board has previously received the statement in writing from the author. Additionally, the author should indicate that he or she has granted the public participant the authority to read the statement on his or her behalf. We've had 9 people sign up for public participation. I will call each of you individually to the podium. Please state your name and relationship to the district and limit your comments to 3 minutes. Please note the following. Each speaker has been provided with the guidelines for public participation. Minors need to be accompanied by their parents and guardians. The board will consider your comments but will not dialogue or engage with speakers in this forum. Questions raised may be assigned to the superintendent for an answer. As appropriate, a member of the administration may reach out to the speaker to give them relevant information or to ask for additional information. This is done to make sure that the board has all information needed to properly address the speaker's concerns. Charges, complaints, or challenges against staff members of the district will not be heard in open meetings and should be made in writing to the board and superintendent. We also ask that speakers refrain from personally attacking district staff or members of the board. Pursuant to board policy, this evening's participants must limit their comments to 3 minutes. We ask each participant to be respectful to all individuals who have signed up to speak and adhere to the allotted time limit. We also ask that speakers conduct themselves in a civil and courteous manner and refrain from trying to engage members of the board in dialogue during public participation. Failure to abide by the board time rules or those found out of order by the board may lead to exclusion from the meeting, to be fair to all participants. Thank you for your understanding and cooperation. Our first speaker tonight is Stephanie Trainer.
Hello, my name is Stephanie Trainer. I live in East Dundee. I'm a graduate of Dundee Crown High School. I also went to Dundee Highlands. I have 5 children who have grown up in District 300 schools. My youngest is currently a senior at Dundee Crown. I'm also an informed voter and a taxpayer. First off, I want to acknowledge that those of you on the board are volunteers and are here because you care about the students in this community. I'm personally aware of how serving in a role like this is a labor of love and takes time away from your own families, so I thank you for your service to our community. I apologize if my voice sounds emotional. I do not enjoy public speaking, and I am upset. I'm upset because I have personally witnessed members of this community, parents, aunts and uncles of your students, being aggressively and violently detained with no warrant or due process. This is happening in front of your students every day. If they are not witnessing it in person, they are witnessing it on social media. The culture of silence that the district has imposed on school staff sends a devastating message to our Brown and Spanish-speaking students. It says that your safety is not worth the added challenges that we may encounter if we address it. Ignoring what our community is experiencing does not change what is happening. It only changes the trust that the community has in you. The district has failed in creating comprehensive protocols regarding immigration enforcement activity. The limited protocols the district does have in place, they are failing to effectively communicate to parents and staff. While it may be legally true that the district has no responsibility for student safety off of school property, it is not morally acceptable. CPS has a safe passage program that they have worked to include protections for students from immigration enforcement activity on their way to and from school, and our neighbors in U46 have been partnering with community advocates in a school observer program since the beginning of this year. It is simply not true that there is nothing the district can do. Doing nothing is a choice that this board is making. My son is a senior at Dundee Crown. He has many friends that are scared and feel unsafe. I am scared myself and I feel unsafe, so I cannot imagine how they feel. When my friends need to know what is happening outside and if it is safe to go home, they rely on me because the school is not doing their part to inform them and keep them safe. In fact, they have had teachers tell them that they are not even allowed to talk to them about it. Not every student at Dundee Crown has a mom's friend that they can ask if it is safe to go home, and they should not need one. This is a massive failure in communication from both the district and Dundee Crown.
The next speaker is Karen Narani.
Good evening. My name is Karen Narani. I am a resident of Carpentersville, a D300 taxpayer, and I am a retired educator. It is in all of these roles that I am here to speak this evening. Carpentersville and the surrounding communities are under attack by militarized and aggressive agencies whose actions have been deliberate in their intent specifically to spread fear and despair in this community. I spent over 45 years teaching students from kindergarten age through high school age. I know that children cannot learn if they are afraid. They cannot learn if they do not feel safe, if they are worried about what might happen to them or their parents as they go to and from school, if they are worried or scared for their friends and their friends' families. All students are being impacted by what they are seeing and hearing, and I know that the teachers and the school board and others also feel this also. I believe that you know this. When we first moved into this district, I was very impressed to find out that you had an organized, ongoing food pantry for district families and employees. That's got to be almost one of a kind in this state. That demonstrated to me more clearly than words ever could that the staff and administration of this district really understood that what happens outside of the classroom in their students' lives has a deep impact on the quality of learning that can occur in the classroom. I believe that it meant that District 300 was taking sustained action to develop community with their students and their families. Students cannot learn if they are hungry. You know that. They also cannot learn if they are scared. So I am here this evening to ask that you take effective, sustained action to build and keep that trust within your school community because they are under attack. I am aware that District 300 sent out an email with information for families regarding ICE activities. That's the first step. But unless it was sent out in multiple formats so that you're sure it made it into the hands of every one of those families, it is an incomplete step. And there is more that needs to be done. I am sure you have safety protocols. I am equally sure that they do not cover the safety hazards being experienced by your students as they go to and from school. D300 needs to have safety protocols that are clear and clearly communicated and that are an effective response to what is currently happening in our community. There needs to be clear protocols and direct access for immediate action when a community member or parent tries to contact the school or the administration to inform you of an immediate danger in the area of that school. There need to be resources and guidelines for teachers and staff that will allow them to effectively support the emotional well-being of their students while they are in school and in the classroom. Teachers cannot be effective if their students feel that what is important to them and what their experience is being ignored. Students need to feel that they are being heard. I ask you as a teacher and as a community member to hear what's.
Thank you very much. Our next speaker is Gloria Cardenas. Okay.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Gloria Cardenas. I'm a proud mother of 4. 2 children are currently students at District 300. I'm also had 2 graduates from high school from this district. I'm also a former employee for 15 years for this district. I'm here tonight to express my disappointment in how district has handled recent ICE activities in the community. In October 15, we received an email around 1:16 p.m. Mind you, ICE was present during that day from 8 o'clock in the morning since. While the message has been technically accurate, it lacked compassion and provided no plan of action of guaranteeing the safety of our students. The reality is, ICE agents were seen near Lakewood, Dundee Crown, Gulfview, Parkview, Meadowdale, CMS. There was even a detention taking place a block away from Lakewood. Schools went into safe learning mode, and many students were left scared and confused. This situation deeply affected our students' mental health, especially those whose families, members, or friends were detained. What made it worse was that staff was told not to address the situation, even though we saw our kids worried, leaving them unsure and uncertain as they were left confused during the situation. When communication finally came out on October 17 again, it offered resources, which I appreciate. But our families were still left with questions. What's the plan? What is the protocol? What's going on with our kids? In the bus, walkers, car riders. And then we also had ICE activity in October 24th and 26th with no communication from district. At Carpentersville Village Hall board meeting on October 21st, 2 of our own students shared their experience Hearing them made it crystal clear to me that we failed them. Today, I'm not here to blame. I'm here to invite the community, invite everybody to come together to work together for our kids. So I ask a clear and compassionate protocol for our district, the safety security procedures, crisis communication and coordination, emotional support for our students, resource for impacted families. And along with these pieces, a fast communication for our families. We must do better. Let's not simply say that our schools are safe. Let's prove it through empathy, communication, and real action. Thank you.
Thank you. Our next speaker is Senwana Solis. Sorry if I'm pronouncing any of these wrong.
Hi, everyone. My name is San Juana Solis. I attended Dundee Crown High School. I was born and raised in Carpentersville. I am a parent of one child at Gulfview, and I have several cousins that attend at several schools, such as CMS and Dundee Crown High School. I'm speaking for my family and other parents, my aunts, uncles, and other D300 families that can't be here because they're scared to speak. There's just so much going on in that area right now that everything that I was getting from all my family members, all the D300 families, it was so hard to just put it all in a speech. So what I did was I just bullet pointed it, and I'm gonna try to get to every single thing that they told me within the 3 minutes. There has been ICE accidents that are impacting my family and the community. My 5-year-old, he comes home telling me stories about ICE. 5-year-old speaking about ICE, little girl saying, ICE is not real, ICE is not real. My question is, what business do 5-year-olds have talking about ICE? There was an incident that happened also down Dundee Crown High School, and I was there to witness. I was intimidated just by seeing people out with their big weapons, and they intimidate you. I was honking, trying to alert the community. They come to my window. They're over here saying that they're threatening me that they're gonna break my window. Just from this situation, I was really scared and alarmed, and that was really down Dundee Crown High School. Parents are really scared for this. There's suspicious cars with no plates showing up at kids' bus stops. Some students have seen ICE agents standing by the bus stops. Me, myself, I'm out here trying to patrol the streets. Whenever I see ICE activity, I call the schools. Many of the schools have told me, oh, you're the first one calling. Like, no one's letting the school know that there's ICE activity going on down their streets. There has been incidents that have happened in the Dundee Crown High School parking lot. There was a student's testimony at the Village Hall where he mentioned that there were students running from the school parking lot while there were ICE agents present. Dundee Crown High School students are very scared. A lot of them are carrying their passports with them. They're trying to protest, they're trying to silence them. They're trying to pass flyers and information to other students so they know their rights. And a lot of those students were questioned and interrogated for trying to get their word out. So the main reason why I'm here is just for you to please pass on a protocol that treats ICE activity as if it was an active shooter, clear communication to students, safety protocols for parents.
Thank you very much. Our next speaker is Sylvia Rizzola.
Hello, good evening. My name is Sylvia Realzola. I live in Dundee. I am also a taxpayer and a District 300 lifer. I grew up here, graduated. I have 4 kids that graduated from Dundee Crown High School. And I have a grandson currently at Dundee Crown High School. And I've seen the district grow and all the changes that have happened in this area. And the support and commitment for all students has been seen in the programming throughout this district, and I love it. But now we need to pay a little more attention and give more support to those students being attacked by ICE and DHS. ICE is terrorizing our neighbors and our children. Kids are afraid to go to school, and parents are afraid to take them. And we are therefore requesting the Board of Education look into implementing a plan that will ease their fears of these families. I did some research. You guys all have the sheet. I just printed out a small piece of that website that has information on how to implement a program that can help protect these students and families. And that's from the Immigrant Legal Resource Center website. Like I said, it's just a small portion that I printed out to give to you guys as an idea as to maybe where to start working on something to implement some help and support to these students and these families. And the key of this is to limit access to the private spaces requiring judicial warrants for entry and training staff on legal rights. Our Latino students and families are going through a very difficult time, and we must support them by using the resources we have. I'm sorry, this is by supporting these families and these students so that they can continue to learn. Please review the website, the document that I gave you, and please implement something to help these kids and these families. Thank you.
Thank you. Our next speaker is Daisy Alvera.
Good evening, everyone, parents and board team members. My name is Daisy. I'm a Perry and Dundee Crown parent. I graduated from Dundee Crown in '09. And I'm here today because I want to ask for your support, your cooperation in trying to keeping our community's children safe. We're experiencing a high volume of militarized ICE raids in our neighborhood. In the last few weeks, live videos from our neighbors showing masked faces surrounding our schools. And not just during the day, but also at night. We just saw some videos. A game last week was canceled due to an active shooter in Foxview Apartments. So what is the protocol to follow when unfamiliar cars drive by our schools loaded with military guns and masked men? Our kids are terrified during bus drop-offs and early release times. Like my oldest son, he comes out of high school early. He walks to and from school, and even though he's a US citizen, he's feeling anxious about these unfamiliar cars. I suggest maybe having school support by patrolling the area, not really sure. Yesterday morning, neighbors reported that there were extra few students standing at the bus stops. Some parents said their kids took another mental health day and stayed home. So our kids don't feel safe walking to school or standing outside the bus stops anymore. Many are not even going to school, even though they're US-born citizens. My family is not undocumented, and yet my little one, he just asked last week while we were already in bed. He hugged me and he's like, "Will they take you too, like they did with those kids' mom?" About 2 weeks ago, a district mom was taken by ICE agents near a school, and some fellow students witnessed and caught it on camera. There hasn't really been any communication from school regarding this, not that I heard of at all. And I want to know what protocols are going to be talked about or implemented, if any, because I asked my boys if there was any info, and they didn't know anything. So I want to know if there's any other schools talking about this, and what are students doing after? Like, what are they doing when they're going home to empty houses? Not sure what we're doing about it. So Halloween is coming, and our kids are already afraid to go out. I know a few families who are not even going out trick-or-treating this year, and some of them are US citizens. My kids and their friends are already feeling unlawfully persecuted. We're even having the unnecessary
Our next speaker is Sophia Carapia.
My name is Sophia Carapia, and I am a community member. I am infuriated with this district and the weak leadership. You need to protect our children and set protocols from the modern Gestapo, ICE. Organizations have reached out to you, and all we hear is that you do not want to be involved because you want to remain neutral. You are being complicit in everything that you are doing. Let me remind you all that neutrality does not exist. What you allow will continue. Staying silent is allowing the Gestapo to continue to terrorize the community. You need to have Know Your Right presentations held in school, have flyers on bathroom doors, and have these flyers in each child's backpack. You need to have a table of resources in every school lobby. We will not sit back and allow you to continue to fail us. You guys are not afraid because, not all of you, but the majority of the community members are now afraid because they are white. We need action from you guys, not performative allyship. Fix this mess and fix this now. A first step is by reaching out to Centro de Información. Two of the locations are in Elgin, Hanover Park, and Carpentersville. The resources are free. Again, the resources are free. Not a dime will be taken from the district for them to just have community-trained navigators conduct these presentations after school, meet with the parents. Again, they are free. I am a graduate of Barrington High School, and I have been trained on how to be a Karen, so I will continue to fight. I will not stay quiet and allow you guys to continue to do this. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, really quick, sorry. Here's just some flyers of Know Your Rights that can be put in every child's backpack.
Our next speaker is Cheryl Vuxko.
Hello. Hello. Is that too loud? Hello. I am a graduate of District 300 Crown, it's Crown, and I am a substitute teacher with EdU staff, and I very proudly work pretty much explicitly at Perry Elementary. And I'm rather concerned about, I drop in and do my 4 hours, and usually subs don't get a lot of information. I never know when there's a fire alarm or anything like that. However, I have noticed that there is this deafening silence. And I love the teachers and I have great relationships, but whenever here's me, well, wow, did you hear about this? So they're following the rules of being, I never knew that we weren't supposed to talk about this, And what was really scary for me, as well as I saw these little ones during that October 15th hold that we were on. We were on a certain level, and ComEd was out, and Perry, they've been, fixing electricity, but when it went up the second notch, it was, wow. And so the kids were really, really concerned, as well as I was, because later I found out, well, I didn't find out from anybody, when I casually asked, well, what was that hold for? Because I didn't see anything personally, but I had to read about it at Facebook, so I was pretty surprised. It's important that I know how to behave. Not that I think being silent is the way to go. I just think that we need to help our students, and with that flyer, that would be incredible for me to read about it. I'm not that knowledgeable on what we should do. In fact, I've been writing down things that I see on the news. But I really want to make sure that our students are safe, even in school, even when they're on hold. You know, they need to be safe. And yeah, please help the subs who just walk into a building and know nothing other than this laminated placard that we follow and what have you. So it's just, and kids come up to me on the playground yesterday, and it's like, what's going on? Why are we gonna, is it safe to be outside? I mean, we're in the back of Perry. This was just, yes.
Thank you. Up next is Patty Macias.
October 15, when ICE attacked the community of Carpentersville, I rushed over here from another city to help parents and students who were terrified. Parents were scared to pick up their kids in fear that they would be targeted, taken, or kidnapped. Parents are currently afraid of dropping off their students at the bus stop or at the schools. Students are afraid to walk to school. The echoes of disappointment are not only from parents, but taxpayers who are upset that the schools and the districts are not keeping the students safe, when taxpayer money is specifically to help educate and help children to be successful. I urge the board to do something for the parents who are getting letters warning them about absences. They are scared to come out. They are scared to send their kids to school. There needs to be some change. Families deserve to feel protected and not scolded because they're afraid to come to school, to bring their kids to school or to send their kids. Mothers, I stand here in honor and to be a voice for all of those mothers who are scared and terrorized and can't be in front of you in person today. They have inspired me to drive from another city far away from here to speak on their behalf. I am them. We are all of them. Please do something to protect our parents and our communities and our kids. They are scared, and I am getting calls from mothers if I could find someone to come help them pick up their kids from home because they don't even want to go downstairs to drive their kids to school. I'm having to come from a different city to try to find parents around here that can help them take their kids to school because the school's not doing anything. They're scared, they're terrified. Please do something about it, and please help our community. Thank you.
Thank you. Our next speaker is Gloria Madera.
Hello, my name is Gloria Madera, and I recently moved to the Carpentersville area in February of this year. I can't say that I am happy with any of the board members here because they have failed to, one, get back to the emails of a lot of parents, a lot of worried parents, a lot of really terrified parents. And I can't say that this is a district that I would want my kids in, especially because there's no protocols for ICE agents near our schools. I look like a creep going around each school, making sure that these kids are getting inside a school safe. This is something that you guys should be doing. This is something that the school district should have protocols for. If they have protocols, like another member said, for active shooters, there should be another protocol for these kids to be able to learn. The bare minimum of the taxpayer money that we give to the district is specifically for these children to be able to feel safe, to be able to learn, and to be able to be successful. I stand here today because a lot of parents who really wanted to be here and tell you how they feel after getting their emails not even sent back to them, right, would have been here. But some of them cannot make the drive. Some of them don't even feel safe going outside to get their mail. This is absolutely sad for everyone. I'm a single person. I don't have children, so I can go ahead and I could continue these school patrolling things, but I feel that the district has enough taxpayer money to do that for us. They have also the ability to go and work with other organizations who will give them kits for Know Your Rights. Unless you guys don't want to do that. And I thank you so much for giving me this time.
Thank you. That concludes public participation. Up next is board discussion. The board committee report. I do not know the date off the top of my head for the next meeting. Does someone have that handy?
November 10th.
Thank you. It's a Monday, right, this time?
It'll be Monday, November 10th.
Yes, thank you. Monday, November 10th is our next Board Operations Committee meeting at 4:30. Item 8.2, board discussion. Do any board members have anything they want to share or talk about? Items for discussion is item 9. I will read each item individually to allow time for any discussion. Item 9.1, out-of-district student travel. Any discussion?
I just want to say something real quick. I appreciate all of you for coming out tonight to voice your opinions and tell us how you feel. I just want you to all know that the emails that you send, we all see that and we all read all your emails. The appropriate individuals will respond to your email. So don't think we're not reading it or we're not paying attention to it. Thank you.
All right. Item 10, consent items under $35,000. The consent items under $35,000 are standard procedure items or items that have been previously viewed and discussed at the Operations Committee meeting and need no further discussion. Is there a motion to approve the consent items under $35,000?
So moved.
Second.
Madam Secretary, please take the roll.
Fiorentino,
Aye.
Lamarca,
Aye.
Lanemark,
Aye.
McKinday, aye. Mealia,
Aye.
Zettler,
Aye.
Burkett.
Aye.
You have 7 members
Thank you.
approving this.
Item 11, consent items over $35,000. Is there a motion to approve the consent items over $35,000?
So moved.
Second.
Madam Secretary, please take the roll.
Mealia,
Aye.
Zettler,
Aye.
Lanemark,
Aye.
McKinday, aye. Burkett,
Aye.
Fiorentino,
Aye.
Lamarca.
Aye.
You have 7 members.
Thank you. Item 12, roll call action items. Item 12.1, approval of out-of-district student travel. Is there a motion for the approval of out-of-district student travel?
So moved.
Second.
Madam Secretary, please take the roll.
Lanemark,
Aye.
Mealia,
Aye.
Zettler,
Aye.
McKinday, aye. Lamarca,
Aye.
Fiorentino,
Aye.
Burkett.
Aye.
You have 7 members approving this.
Okay. Item 13, closed session. Is there a motion to go into closed session for the purpose of discussing 1, the appointment, employment, compensation, discipline, performance, or dismissal of specific employees of the public body, 2(1), 2, the collective negotiation matters between the public body and its employees or their representatives, or deliberations concerning salary schedules for 1 or more classes of employees, 2(2), 3, litigation, 2(11), and 4, security procedures, building safety and security, and the use of personnel to respond to an actual or reasonably potential danger to the safety of employees, students, staff, the public or public property, 2(8). Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Madam Secretary, please take the roll.
Lamark,
Aye.
Fiorentino,
Aye.
Lamarca,
Aye.
Burkett,
Aye.
McKinday, aye. Mealia,
Aye.
Zettler.
Aye.
You have 7 members.
Okay, we'll be going into closed session with no action to follow. Thank you, everyone.